Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Okamiden. In the last episode, we put on a fireworks show for Ayame. I don't have my stylus. I will be right back. And in the last episode, we put on a show for Ayame, fulfilling her wish. Got ourselves a new brush technique, which is, of course, the cherry bomb. And wow, that's kind of cool. Anyway, as it bulges there very suggestively, we also got ourselves a new divine instrument. We got ourselves the purity reflector, as you can see right there. So we got ourselves a more powerful divine instrument. I say we had a lot of progress last time. So, with that, I have some good news for you guys for this episode. So with that, how about we head out and we start using Cherry Bomb and everything that we see that we can use it on. Here out of the bat, we have a Divine Sake that'll restore 3 ink pots and 3 units of solar energy. I don't really find situations where I need both health and solar energy at the same time, but I think I'll just record it to a shortcut all the same, just because it's convenient. But like I was saying, I have good news for you guys. We finally have a date and price for the Wii U. They're patching Sonic Next Gen. Michael Pachter has gone a whole day without saying Nintendo is doomed. No! Even better! We get to start working towards going to Ryoshima Coast today! Yes! Okay, anyway. Now that we've got the Cherry Bomb, we can blow up any cracks we find. Now we can open up new areas and hopefully find some treasure too. Alright, so what Kuni was saying there is a hint of what we gotta do. Remember how there was a holy icon that we never got before, how we have 6 and not 7? Well, we need to use Cherry Bomb on some various areas of Shinshu Field that we couldn't use them on before. So, it's impossible to complete that quest until after you have Cherry Bomb. Maybe there's some kind of crazy glitch. I don't know how well you could really do glitches, you know, in a DS game. And hey, Cursed Zone, Cursey Worsey, I didn't bloom you before. Well, I guess Rejuvenate, now Bloom, okay. The first one it was Rejuvenate, this time it's Bloom, so it's kind of a subtle change. It's kind of funny because in my first playthrough of Okami, I didn't pay much attention to the tutorials, and I actually thought that it was Bloom and not Rejuvenate in the first one. But with that, we get to actually have a level. So now we have 6 solar units and 6 ink pots. So we're doing pretty well in the way of stats for ourselves. Just so you know, the maximum is 10 each, so we're doing pretty well. But leveling is going to be a lot slower from here on out, so that does not explicitly mean that we are 60% done with the game. And if we were 60% done at before even leaving Shinshu Field, I'd feel kind of cheated out of my $35 that this game cost when it came out. So, in here, we can't do everything quite yet. There are some rocks that we can power slash. Nothing out of the ordinary there. That'll get us some ink pots. We got a chest over here, which contains the final holy icon. So we need to take those back to Mika and get our reward. Then over here, we have another area that we can power slash a rock. And then up here is the last thing I wanted to show. We have a tree that we can bloom, which is nice and all, but you see that there's a batch of leaves there? What we gotta do is you gotta jump right into them head first, just like a kid. No. Just make sure you don't have a wet sucker if you do that, but we can't actually take care of that yet. That is for later on. So we need to remember this area in Shinshu Field, and we need to come back here. Normally, I would have saved this area for that point, but there was praise to be earned in here, and especially there was that holy icon, which is part of a quest that we're currently doing, so I thought it was a good idea to show it all the same. But there's nothing really else for us to do in this area, so how about I meet you guys down by Thomas' house? Well, actually, we are already here. What the heck am I saying? It's kind of funny, actually. I popped in Okami and was playing it the other day, and I thought for sure that you move faster in Okami, you know, because Ami's got like that super fast running. It's really weird, but Chibi actually seems to move faster. You wouldn't expect Chibi to be faster than Ami, but he seems to be, as funny as that is. It's actually kind of funny when you really think about it, but yeah, I think you move faster in Okamiden. Right there we have Masterpiece Part 1, and with that, we have actually completed Isun Masterpiece Part 1. So we can start moving on to the other parts. Let's go to our masterpieces. Here it is. We get a Revenge Slip. That grants you temporary invincibility. Very helpful item there. So, you can see the picture on the top screen, the completed picture, and the caption is, "Woo, would you look at all that snow?" So this is going to tell us a little bit of a story across 5 different pages. And I'll have to admit, I really do like the story. It's kind of cute. Then again, everything in Okamiden is cute. What the heck am I saying? Yeah, it's really news that I think something in this game is cute. No. So, nothing else for us to really do there. There are some bomb cracks in Yakushi Village that we can't take care of yet. Like, I get a lot of messages saying, like, hey, you know, there's bomb cracks that are up on giant walls that are, like, way above me, and I can't blow them up. You know, how do I get those? Don't worry. Those are accessible to you later. You gotta build up Yakushi Village a bit more before you can get every item there. So that's just one of the instances of that. So, now that we're all the way over here, we want to go see Mika. And I suppose, on the note of having an Isun masterpiece completed, I should mention that Isun is a character from mythology. He is based on the character of Isun Bochi, the One-Inch Man. He is known as Little One-Inch in America. It is a story about a couple that cannot bear a child. They ask the gods to bring them a child, and the child is only 1 inch tall, but he sets out to find himself on a journey of his own. That's what Isun is based off of. But, yes, you were able to retrieve the holy icons. Now that they are all back, where they belong. Thank you. This will inspire people to never lose faith in Amaterasu. So you bet that's worth a lot of praise. Alright, make sure you keep an eye out for them demons. Get a ton of praise orbs. Not bad. Actually, not really a ton. That was only about a 1/6 of a level. But like I said, leveling's going to be a lot slower from here on out. Kinda sucks, but hey, what are you going to do? Last thing that we want to do is, we were told to head to Agata Forest last time. So, what do you say we head there now? But, before we do, this is actually kind of important. Squawk! Ouch, ouch, ouch! Squawk! I hurt one of my wings! Squawk! Now I can't go fly anywhere I need to go. Squawk, squawk! It hurts so much, I don't know what to do! This poor crane is hurt. Wait, you got that medicine Tama gave us? Why don't you give it to this bird? You bet we give it to the bird. Squawk, there you are, but there's on my wing. Apparently it's Preparation H or something like that? I don't know. So we get a bunch of praise for that, but more importantly, the bird runs off. Doesn't say where the bird runs off to, but you can actually find that bird again. There's a house up a ways that Nagari's apprentice finished building. A rather haughty but beautiful woman lives there now. You know, she said she was looking for a white dog. It could be that dog riding on you that she meant, so Shaman opened up a new shop. If you're looking to buy anything, go check it out. So we have a new shop, and we have a new house in Yakushi Village. This is relevant to what I was saying before. You can actually find that crane again. Before we do, I think we should go check out that shaman's place, because that sounds interesting to say the least. Let's talk to you. Welcome, I'm a shaman. Pleased to meet you. I can sell you whatever you need if you have the yen. So what do you say? Have a look, see? Okay. So he's got quite a few items. He's got an Exorcism F, which is new. That'll hurt imps with fire, as you can see right there. Exorcism I, that's ice. Basically, if enemies have floral finishers that are of certain elements, you can use these in play. So that kind of spoils that we're going to have, you know, elements of those powers. Or powers of those elements, excuse me. We have a Holy Arrow F, that's 3 fire arrows, that's 3 hits, 3 ice arrows, that's 3 hits of ice. If you want, you can buy stuff from this guy, but I don't really have the money right now. Plus, we're probably going to get some of these for free pretty soon if memory serves. So I'm going to hold off on that for right now. I will show them when we actually get them, but for the time being, I'm going to hold off. I don't know how many times I said hold off in one sentence, but hey. Let's head over here to this other house. Actually, wait a second. Before we do anything, you want to save before doing this. Well, actually, I want to save before doing this because I want to show you something interesting. Okay. This house was not here before. It's suddenly built after that crane runs off. We walk inside, and sure enough, there is a girl living here. And I went into the wrong house. Shut up. In the other near-identical house, that little white wolf you're riding on helped out a crane I know. She's doing really well, flying around like you wouldn't believe. Thank you so much for helping her. I want to show you my appreciation, but I must make preparations first. Don't go upstairs until I'm ready. Come back later, okay? No problem. Don't go and try to peek either, mutt. So she's gonna run up there. Very weirdly. But she says don't go up, and Kuni's telling us not to peek. Well, I'm feeling dangerous! Into a girl's bedroom we go! And we see... I told you not to look until I was ready. I guess I can't stay here any longer then. Goodbye. The crane runs off. We're told by the girl not to go upstairs. Speaking of the girl, where'd she go? The crane actually was that girl. He was a shapeshifter. Kind of interesting. I'm willing to bet that's based on some kind of mythology, but I actually was not able to find anything on a shapeshifting crane in all my studies of it. But that will drop a stray bead if that tickles your fancy. But we already have stray beads, and as you know, they don't count as a major collectible in Okamiden, they're just a regular artifact. So how about we reset? So getting a stray bead is nice and all, but there's actually a better thing to do. We want to talk to the girl again. Keep in mind, I wanted you to say before this because if you do go upstairs, you are screwed out of ever getting this collectible. It's another instance of something missable. So she'll go upstairs, and what we want to do is we want to leave town completely and come back in. And once we do that, she'll be back downstairs. Why, hello there! You'll have to forgive me for the wait. I finally finished preparing this for you. It's nothing special, but I do hope you like it. With that, we get a lucky coin, said to bring joy to whomever owns it. So, lucky coins are another type of major collectible in Okamiden. As you know, they are used for weapon crafting. The more lucky coins you have, the better weapons you are able to craft. With just one, I don't believe that any new weapons are available to us, especially because we only have one type of divine instrument, which is the reflector. Ah, but wait, there's actually something that I forgot. There are some cracks that you can blow up here in Yakushi Village. Really quick that I'd like to show before we take off while we're in the area. I probably should have shown these last time or at the beginning of the episode, so I kind of apologize for this being a bit all over the place. But here we have a fist sake. That will increase your attack power, same as it did in Okami. And then we got one behind the waterfall, and as you always know, anytime there's a waterfall in Okami, look behind it. There's always something there. Well, unless it's the one in Kamiki Village. The one in Kamiki Village smells funny. Now, I always thought this area was kind of weird and out of place. Here you get a soul sake, which raises your defense temporarily in battle, so counterpart of it. But if you swivel the camera back around, if you look down at the map, you can see we're clearly back in Yakushi Village, and we're just barely past a wall. But swiveling the camera around, if I can do that, that is. There we go. You can see that we're just on a platform in the middle of nowhere. You don't really see it unless you swivel the camera around, like I am, but I don't know. Maybe the developers intended to make this area more detailed, but nobody bothered to swivel the camera around to see that they forgot to? I don't know. I just always thought this area was really weird, and I think it's the only area that's actually like that in the entire world, so if that is the case, that's kind of a bad mess up if it's the only area like that. But there's not really anything else for us to do here. Up there is that crack I was telling you about that I keep getting messages about. So I say we take off out of Yakushi Village, and I'll meet you guys back over by where we found that crane. So now that we are all the way back here, as you can see, way over there is the entrance, or rather the other exit from the Agata Forest that was in Okami. Can't do anything about that, but right in here, we have ourselves a semi-new area. Technically part of Shinshu Field, I suppose, but you're going to see some chests around there. You're also going to see an area that you need Cherry Bomb for. So if we came in here prior to having Cherry Bomb, we couldn't do anything in here, so you can't just cheat and go to Agata Forest early. There's another area that you can use Cherry Bomb on right here. I have no idea why this constitutes as hidden, but you go in there, you magically come out here, you use Cherry Bomb a third time. I'm going to have fun editing this part with formatting the screens for you and all, because I actually have to switch the position of the screens literally every time I draw stuff. But I shouldn't complain about that, because that is a standard part of the videos. Here we have our first Eastern Masterpiece Part 2. Alright, so we're on our way to getting the second one already. So we're going to... Can I jump down from here? No, I can't. So, how did I miss that chest? I just walked about as an Ami toy. We already have that artifact, so it's not, you know, a new artifact for us, but how did I miss that chest? I walked right past it. Okay, I don't get it. Like, I legitimately didn't see it. I have no idea what I was thinking. But through the door of light, we have... the sorry excuse for Agata Forest. Is this place Agata Forest? It's virtually a lake. How did this happen? How'd I become a curse then? Gotta do something. We should have a look around this place. Come on, Mutt. Well, Goonie, I say that we do that in the next episode, alright? Next time on Okamiden, we will be checking out Agata Forest in hopes of finding out what might have happened to it. See you guys then.